Hey dudes, with draft season around the corner, I want to introduce you to our new sponsor, Trophy Smack. However you've heard of them, if you're looking for trophies, belts, participation ribbons, draft boards, loser awards, Trophy Smack has all your fantasy football needs. For 15% off, go to www.trophysmack.com/dudes. Take your fantasy football league to the next level.
This is the Fantasy Football Dudes Podcast.
What is up, my dudes? This is Trent with the Fantasy Football Dudes Podcast. Here we are. Today's episode is episode 200. Great enthusiasm, Jordan. Great enthusiasm.
I know, Jordan.
Yeah, we're mostly not too much football related here. You know, Seth is not here. I'm joined by Phill and Jordan. Seth, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's. I really have no idea what Seth's doing. We're recording this on a Thursday night, so a little different. Going to get this out to you guys Monday morning. You won't know any different until you heard what I just said. Not going to talk about a lot about football today. 2000 episode, kind of just, 200. 200. Just going to kind of, do some throwbacks.
We'll probably be to 2000 before we know it, though.
Yeah.
And if you're still around at 2000 and you come back and listen to this podcast, like, kudos.
Yeah, to all those people who said, like, hey, you wouldn't make it to episode 200, well, who's laughing now?
Yeah. It was just, yeah.
So we're just mostly, we got some reels. We're going to just recap some fun stuff. So sorry, no football stuff. We'll have a draft for you later this week, of course. But yeah, just...
I wore a collared shirt. Neither of you guys, Jordan's repping our brand. Trent's repping one of our sponsors. Like, I just was like, I'm going to step up for the occasion. I'm going to wear this nice button-up shirt. I still have a hat on, but I thought I'd just class it up a little bit.
I've been wearing a lot of like basketball polos lately, so I had to switch it up a little bit.
You had to dress down a little bit.
Yeah, dress
and
down.
rep our, yeah. I don't know. I just felt like this was like a special occasion,
Yeah, no, it's
Trent made tomahawks that he shared with us.
I had some tomahawk steaks. That'll be on the Twitter, Instagram later this weekend. So you go check that out at TFF Dudes. If you want to see this whole setup here, it's a little different. We don't have our normal producer in the house. He will be back. Just wasn't able to do episode 200 last minute. So more the natural, organic garage feel what we used to have. It's a little hot in here, right?
I think it brings us back to our roots.
Roots,
I think that's one of the things. And I frankly, I wish that the two guys because you started this podcast before even Jordan and I came on even later, but you had two guys before here. You want to give them a nice little shout out? I thought you started.
Jordan was the second guy.
So you had a guy.
No, that's actually factually incorrect.
You weren't the second guy. You were the third.
I was the third, but the first guy.
But you were first option.
The first guy didn't last very long.
No.
The first guy didn't last very long, and the second guy lasted up until like right before the Super Bowl, because that's when I came on in 2021.
Do you actually want to hear Phil's first episode?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Just here's Phil's first episode. Just see how far we've come, But here's Phil's quarterback just to fill that gap. And Wentz is kind of, you get Wentz, you're kind of saying like
he's the guy.
That's more of like an engagement. Matt Ryan's more of like a, serious girlfriend, if that makes any sense.
Makes a little bit of sense.
It's like dating an older woman, though. I mean, how much longer does that dude have?
Phil's first episode.
I think I was just nervous on the mic.
Matt Ryan got traded to the Colts, Phil's first episode, and he starts comparing Matt Ryan to an older woman. It was very strange.
Seasoned experience, like nice person, nothing treat you to dinner. Nothing wrong with that.
No,
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
that.
And Matt Ryan, I think we were he kind of fizzled out there. We were excited about him going to the Colts, and it just ended up not. We were also excited to, anyhow. That was one of my first episodes.
That was when I was like, hey, we might be able to work with this. I honestly wasn't sure. I was like, how are the people going to react to this? Phil's comparing quarterbacks to older women. Phil's dad was on the set that night, and he couldn't stop laughing. It was just a good time. So
I think my first episode, we did it in your living room, Trent, and me and the other host were sharing them. Or were all three of us sharing a mic?
We all shared one mic.
Shared one mic.
Three guys,
and it was not the most comfortable thing in the world.
No, we've come a long way since.
Do you guys have a photo? I wish you had a photo of that.
I wish we had a photo of that. Also,
is there any audio of that?
Were you guys on one couch?
Yes, we had to be because we were passing a mic around.
And I'm not saying anything negative about your couch situation,
right?
but your couches lean a little bit smaller. Like you and I barely fit comfortably on both of your couches.
Yeah, it was like a seal fitting between two icebergs. That's what the mic felt like. But no, it was a good pod. So it's always been like everybody that's been added to this pod
or come through. Anybody who's added,
it's kind of been like last minute. Like Jordan, I told him like the night before, like, hey, we're doing this pod. Do you want to join? He said yes. Same thing kind of happened with Samuel. Randall, I kind of called on a limb, like at night he came and did it. He did like 2 pods.
Yeah.
And then Phill, I was like, hey, do you want to try this? I didn't know how. Phill, you kind of just said you were
I
just
blossomed in front of everyone's eyes.
Phill took over for Samuel, right?
Phill took over for
Did
Samuel.
we do any pods just the 2 of us before Phill came, or was it like a week? Like Samuel left and Phill came?
Yeah, we never took a pause without a third guy.
So it was me. It was Sam. Oh yeah, because I remember he went on like a camping trip. And we were making fun of him for going on a camping trip.
Something.
Maybe
And
we were just joking about that.
And he still takes pics of us, so he helps
Yeah,
us
he
out
still
with that.
comes out. He's still included in the pod. Who do you regret having on the most, would you say? If it was between me and someone else, who would it be?
I don't think I've really regretted anyone being on here.
Really?
Yeah. I've been pretty happy with everyone. It's been good. I think we have good chemistry, and that helps. Like, we've kind of grown up together, so that's been kind of fun through the whole thing. Is you know what I mean? Like, I've never brought a guy in like we don't. Hey, we did bring Steve on from Michigan that one time.
That was great. I definitely don't regret that.
No, I don't regret that either. But that's like one of those things. Like, we had no idea what Steve was going to be like. And ended up he was one of the dudes.
He's one of our greatest friends.
Yeah,
now.
he was bringing up the barbecue, all kinds of stuff. You were asking about Michigan stuff. Yeah, it was.
He brought up craft beer.
Yeah, it was
we
great.
talked about craft beer for a little bit.
So that was a good one.
I was really trying to tee you up for like something to say something funny about people you regret coming on the podcast, but you kind of dive bombed there.
Who do you regret coming on the pod, Phill?
I don't know if I regret anyone coming on the pod necessarily. I mean, I probably regret some draft choices more than anything else. Like, I've had some pretty bad. I'm sure you probably have some bad takes that I have on there, like highlighted bad takes.
Here's one right here. Phil's Diva of the Week.
If you're paying like $19 for chicken nuggets, it's basically a club for people to go to go to a driving range. I just think it's a dumb thing. You could throw it in the same vein for me as people who do axe throwing. I have nothing against those people, but I think that's also not something that I would enjoy. That's all I'm saying.
The food is actually good at Topgolf for what it's worth.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Wait, have you been in Topgolf?
I haven't. But the thought of it.
The best part is that when Phill goes, it's not even in the clip. Phill goes, I'm
surprised. I thought it went to the end.
Phill, have you even been there? No, I haven't been in Topgolf.
I still haven't gone, and I will not go. I stick to that, and I think that was probably one of our most. I wouldn't even say viral because it was super. It wasn't like crazy high.
It got a decent amount of.
It got a decent amount of interactions, and there were people swearing at me for that take. Like I've never been sworn at as much. But
I usually don't condone people swearing at other people, but I kind of condoned it in that.
You were
instance.
okay in that circumstance.
Yeah,
in that circumstance, you're okay. Yeah, I mean, I still stick to my story. Like I'm not a.
Do not double down on this.
Here's the thing.
Make another sound bite.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I would wait. Okay, hear me out, Trent. And Jordan, you didn't go. You should have come. I'm disappointed that you didn't. I would way rather play bucket golf than go to Topgolf any day of the week.
Both are fun.
You're gonna say both have their places. I don't agree.
You can't.
But
say
what would
that
you rather
until
play?
do both.
What would you rather play?
You haven't done.
I've been to a driving range. I've been to a driving range.
It's not a driving range though.
It's effectively a driving range. I can go to a clubhouse at a driving range, get a nice drink, a hot dog, come back to the driving range, and
ask me if I regret having anyone on this pod again. And long before, we're sponsored. Manscaped sponsors this pod now.
Manscaped,
long before Manscaped, we just happened to ask Jordan this question.
So a loofah is just basically like it's just like a big like scrunchy looking thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like,
Do you use one of those for the back? It's the easiest way to wash the back.
Well,
You could use it anywhere
actually. So yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I use the soap bar and then the loofah for like hard to reach places.
I don't know why we're getting
some
bad
audio
audio there.
issues, right?
Yeah. Jordan was talking about loofahs though, and speaking of loofahs, the Manscaped, the modern man is a man who takes care of himself. Manscaped isn't just for life's special occasions; it's a requirement for optimal health, superior hygiene, and healthy self-esteem. You now have the right tools for safe, precise grooming and hard to navigate sensitive areas, plus post-trimming products to help keep your dudes dry and fresh all day long. One of our favorite things we got the Boxers 2.0 here on the table, Phill, and we all love those. You go try those out. Enter Dudes20 for 20% off your whole entire order. And I don't know, maybe you want some deodorant, maybe you want some body wash, maybe you want that scrubber. That scrubber's really good. But yeah, go check them out. Yeah, loofah. Jordan, you heard it here first. Jordan was talking about it long before we were sponsored by Manscaped. So
that's actually why they reached out to us, I think.
Maybe so. So Yeah, I'm hoping that we have a little bit better audio on this next one here, but
Yeah, let's hear the next one.
you want to do another one? You want me to just bring up
Hold on, let me ask Jordan. So
Okay.
so Jordan, I've had a lot of bad takes, I guess you could say, and maybe
Yeah.
this is gonna play one. But what would you say is my excluding Brock Purdy? Just go through your mind, your files. You have a good memory. You're a guy who has a pretty good memory. You're a teacher. You're shaping America's youth. Use your brain. What was one of my better takes? Would you say?
One of your better takes. Oh man,
If you wanted to name top 3.
you're putting me on the spot here, Phil.
this is a really hard question
It's
for anyone.
it's a very
Your
hard-
parents would struggle with this question, Phil.
Man, I don't know. I have the Brock Purdy one was by far your best,
It was my best, I think.
and it's an easy answer. I gotta think about.
You called Brock
Oh,
Purdy before
oh.
the draft.
Yes.
You're gonna dude. You were on Zay Jones before anyone else.
I was on Zay Jones before anyone else. I honestly say
Now, even though that bet we made was really dumb, that one
It was
time,
still a dumb
I
bet.
still don't know if the Zay Jones being right on Zay Jones, it's whatever.
he got
Like,
paid.
He got paid. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
And
If
he
we're
was good.
shaping it off,
He was good in the Jaguars all year,
he's gonna be a good this year.
but that bet might go down as the dumbest bet we've ever made on this podcast.
And then it got really close. You were
then it
like
got
biting your
really-
nails. Like I wish we actually had that queued up for the thing. But I think I would say the Lions. I was big on the Lions.
You
before
were a
anyone
year
else was.
ahead on the Jets.
Year ahead on the Jets, and I would say I was high on the Lions before most people were. I think Dan Campbell. I was one of his first believers. Like we've reached out to him to come on the pod. We haven't heard back yet, but like I feel like there could be shown that I was like really big on the Lions.
The problem is you were just as high on the Jets, and that might have gone down as your worst take.
Didn't I say the Jets were going to win 7 games that year?
Yes,
And they won what?
and
5?
you said that Zach Wilson was the future.
I don't remember that.
You
Wait,
were
is that
higher
true?
on Zach Wilson was your favorite quarterback in that draft.
yeah, you did like Zach Wilson.
I want to say I didn't.
Oh,
No. I think I wish we had that queued up. I said I didn't like him because he went to BYU.
I'm not sure. I honestly don't remember.
We should go back. We should have gone to the
Yeah, we
archives
check
with that.
the
Let's go. Play me another
here's,
cue.
Here's
Tickle on up.
here's another one. This is kind of a good one. You know, the old hot call.
We should have like a hawk, like a kind of coming through when Hawkinson.
No,
he's an
you're just
Iowa
gonna use that
Hawkeye,
for-
baby. Come on. And his last name is Hawkinson. Like, come on. There's got to be a
no,
bird
you're just
call.
going to use that for the.
People, the hot
People
call
got
was
behind
good.
it.
People got behind it. And we need to bring it back. We need another hot call. The hot call, and he had a good year last year. It's a shame we didn't bring that back.
He had a good year. He's on the Vikings. Tight end U's going on right now. Have you seen that?
Yeah, tight end use going.
Is
and it
currently
looks-
going
yeah, it
on
looks
right now.
good.
Sam Darnold is one of celebrity throwers. They also had Trey Lance there for what it's worth, but Sam Darnold and Trey Lance. I didn't see Brock Purdy there.
I don't think he can throw a football yet.
Should have been there in spirit, like just hanging out, you know.
Yeah, tight end U looks like a fun time.
Absolutely looks like a fun time.
here's
Have you
a-
seen any? Hold on, sorry. I just want to finish this thought. Have you seen any tight end U stuff?
no,
Gronk's there.
I haven't seen it.
Are you into that?
I mean,
They need a tight end U documentary. It'd be good.
If they,
it's cool, but like I don't need to watch. Like,
All right,
I mean,
all right. Just play the next.
Here's
few.
another one. You know, when we
I
started,
think it's a cool thing.
we
Jordan.
started bringing moments of silence. This is kind of cool. Have like a moment of silence for the Raiders offense.
oh, don't talk to me about.
Let's
the
just have a
Raiders
moment
offense.
of silence, everybody. Take your hat off. Show some respect, Phil.
It might as well have been a moment of silence for my bank account, Trent.
Oh, Jordan was so mad that week.
That was the week where like I think I was super high on the Raiders in DFS and like they just didn't score.
It
at
might
all.
have been the year.
They played somebody bad too.
Yeah. Oh, it was brutal.
Some of the best pods that we have are when Jordan has a bad week in DFS.
Oh yeah. We need
Well-
to just put a picture of his bank account like on the background, like on Thursdays, and show it again on Sunday.
No, what we should do is like, do you know the opposite when you're doing like a fundraiser event?
Yeah.
Like, and you grow,
Yes,
you go
yes.
up. We should
A
do the
little thing on
opposite, like, so people know how good the pod is. If it's in the dirt,
Trent,
then
do
you know
have
it's going to be good.
the Hawkinson clip queued up? Because like
let me
the
look for that
Hawkinson one is good because I lost. You called me out on why I didn't like TJ Hawkinson.
Let me see.
You like him
here.
now, though, right?
Yeah, he's cool. He's good. It was just funny.
I'm trying to find the Hawkinson one. I don't want to pull the wrong one up.
Yeah, you're gonna pulling up the wrong one. Yeah, Hawkinson was a good one.
I think
I'm sorry you hate Hawkinson. This guy has like Davis Mills absolutely hates. I don't know why. There's just people that Jordan hates and for absolutely no reason. And I hope one day you and Hawkinson run into each other in a dark alley and he just puts in work. What? Just beats you up. I can't believe you hate him this much.
For what it's worth, it probably cost me a decent amount of money last year.
Oh yes, the truth.
Yes, Trent Kings, you are a loser.
You are a loser.
That's a good one. Yeah, are you back? Are you still off the Hawkinson train, Jordan? Or are you gonna come back? You gonna join the?
I think it's a better offense now. He's with the Vikings.
That's true. That's definitely true.
And do you like? I mean, Dalvin Cook is gone.
Dalvin Cook is gone. I think that Vikings offense is going to be pretty fun this year.
Here's one. This is maybe one of our most viral diva clips. My little interaction last July at the bathroom at that gas station in Los Angeles. Gas station's essential.
Yes, of course.
Okay, is the snacks inside essential?
Oh, 100%.
I agree. I love snacks.
What if you're dying of hunger or thirst?
What if you
it's
got
also 109 degrees outside? What if you need a glass of water?
Well, what if you got to go to the bathroom and the bathrooms are still locked because we're in a pandemic? Guess what? If that bathroom isn't essential, this whole gas station ain't essential. So you know what I told them? I said, oh, it's closed because of the pandemic? Well, guess what? Why don't you go clean up pump number 7? And they said, actually, we'll open it for you. I'm like, yeah, keep the door unlocked. Take the bathroom sign down. I'm sick and tired of it. If this establishment is essential, then that toilet is too. So go ahead and keep that door unlocked. Take down the sign. You're just being lazy because you don't want to clean the bathroom. Everyone knows it. This is essential, okay? So your bathroom.
There's no way this happened this month.
It happened, yes.
Are you in a much better place now that the bathrooms are
unlocked? I still there's one downtown, the Valero, where they just keep their bathroom shut. I don't know what those people. It just says out of order. It's like it's been out of order for 3 years. Fix your bathroom.
Yeah.
Speaking of bathrooms,
that's lying, frankly.
It's lying.
That's
have
lying.
You guys ever been to? Shoot, I can't remember what gas station. What?
Circle K.
No,
7-Eleven.
it was like a 70.
Come on, get some guesses in here.
70.
Arco.
No, it wasn't Arco.
Chevron.
Have you guys ever heard of a convenience store?
Texaco.
Convenience store without a bathroom.
Circle
7-Eleven?
J.
No, there shouldn't be. There are some though.
Flying J is what I meant.
Because
Is it that one in Hanford?
No, we were down south this last weekend. I tried to take some high school boys. They said they stopped for the restroom.
Okay.
So we go, and I think it was like a 76 or a 7. I don't know exactly which one it was.
Sinclair.
And no, it was one of those normal.
Dino.
No, it was like a 76 or a 7-Eleven, whatever. And the guy told them they don't have a restroom.
Yeah, it's just.
And I think the guy
laziness.
just saw 6 high school boys and said, "I'm not letting you use the restroom." But
Yeah, I mean,
have you guys? Is that a thing? Like, is
yeah,
there
you just go to
convenience
Starbucks.
stores?
I feel like that's a
I
very
took
amateur
him
move. You go to
I
Starbucks.
took him to a Panda Express. And they went to the restroom.
Yeah,
but
I think you're not being strategic.
But it was the closest thing off the freeway.
Yeah, I really don't care where I have to go to the bathroom. Like if I
But
go
is
number one,
that
I
a
don't
thing
care.
though? Convenience stores don't have restrooms.
I think if you're not during the pandemic, it was rough.
No, I'm talking about literally. Is there convenience stores that don't have restrooms attached?
No, false.
So they all have. They all have restrooms.
There's one in Hanford that has a porta potty only.
Yeah. So
That's
basically, the
still a
guy
restroom.
lied. The guy lied to the high school kids because he didn't want all 6 of them to use.
Yeah,
the restroom.
and especially if you're buying a Snicker bar or whatever, and like you're buying a drink, like let them use the restroom. Like
Yeah, I understand. Like
for the
customers
record,
only.
I don't think they were gonna buy anything from the gas station.
So I kind of understand it in that regard, but like the Grapevine, those are like I think those are just like they're operational restrooms, and you could potentially buy something there.
Yeah.
If you're, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just there's an in and out there.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just do the browse, like act like I want to buy something, then go use the restroom. The old, the peek and go, like look at the snacks and stuff, and then go to the bathroom, then hit out of there.
I don't think there's ever been a convenience store that you've peeked, gone to the bathroom, and left without buying a treat.
One time I forgot my wallet.
If if I'm looking at the snacks, I'm buying something.
Yeah, that's probably true.
What up?
If it takes you like more than 5 minutes to find a snack at the gas station, you simply just don't need anything.
No, that's not true
you should
because
be able
the
to find
variety
some.
is too much. There's too much variety.
That's also
Sometimes in
true.
life, there's
That's
too
also
much
true.
variety. That's why In-N-Out is probably one of the most successful burger joints because you have really 3 options to choose from. You have a double, you have a burger with cheese, and you have a burger without. You know what I'm saying? And people are getting kind of crazy with like, this is the secret In-N-Out menu.
you ever get
Frankly,
the
those
Flying
people are
Dutchman?
incredibly annoying, just to be completely honest with you.
I
There's
know
no
somebody
secret.
I know someone who gets a grilled cheese there.
That's true. You could do that. But I'm just saying, like, that's why it's so successful. Don't give me too many options. That's all I'm saying here. Just play the next clip. I think you need to do a little better at the clips.
No. But what I'm saying is, I think if we talk in the mic, I think it cuts out the audio here.
While we're talking.
I think.
So this is amateur hour for what it's worth. It's 200 episode, and we just literally do not have this
shut
down.
your mouth. So Reese went out here and said the worst. He said, I've never met somebody that does that who I actually like. You show me a person pushing their dog in a stroller, they probably don't play fantasy football. They probably don't like barbecue. And I don't know what else. I don't want anything to do. Seeing them push their dog in a stroller, I already know too much about those people. So it's just, I'm done with that. So Eve of the week, for me, people who push their dogs in a stroller. So sorry if that hits a little close to home for some people.
I don't know anyone who does that. Jordan, do you? Was that one of your divas?
It was one of my divas of the week. People who push their dogs around in strollers.
Yeah, I still would agree with you there. I would say that the people who do that and the people who, and I was hoping you'd have a clip of this when Jordan said about people who, like strangers feeding stray animals.
Yeah.
Those people are
I
the
didn't
same
think
people.
about getting that one. Yeah.
Those people are the exact same people. You know what I'm saying?
One.
If you're putting a pup in a stroller, you're probably feeding stray cats. You know what I'm saying?
This could be the thing too. What my problem is with the audio. I'm using an iPad on Instagram, and like you look at my iPad, it's not made for Instagram.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's why the audio is going in and out. Like they don't have an iPad Instagram app. Like it's made for the phone, and I don't know why. That should be a diva of the week. Like just make an iPad app. It's not that hard.
speaking of Instagram, Meta, and speaking of Twitter,
that's wild.
They're legit. Have you seen this? Mm-hmm. Dana White is legitimately trying to coordinate a fight between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I think I would much rather just watch him do the slap fest that Dana White does. Like, is there legitimately beef? Like they kind of chirp each other on Twitter.
Can you imagine how much money they'll make?
He said it'll beat McGregor Mayweather. Like he said he thinks it'll easily be that.
Do you think Zuckerberg's on Twitter?
I don't know.
I'd be shocked if Zuckerberg's on Twitter.
But Elon says stuff about Zuckerberg on Twitter from time to time. And the thing is that I think Elon's in above his head. Like, I don't think Zuckerberg's a tough dude, but the guy is doing jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai.
Yeah, what do you have to gain from that if you're Elon? Like, if you lose, that's terrible.
I think it's going to be...
Mark Zuckerberg used to have a Twitter. He has 562,000 followers, but hasn't tweeted since January 18, 2012.
That fight is going to be like when Michael and Dwight go to the dojo after work and fight. If you've seen The Office, that's exactly what that's going to be. They're going to have headgear on. They're going to have full body suits. It's going to be awkward. There's going to be like some sort of dojo master there. All I'm saying is it's going to be bad. Like it's not going to be fun.
It's not going to happen.
No one wins. You don't even win watching it. We shouldn't be encouraging it. Like these are two very like I don't even know if Elon does any training. He can go to war with his words. He can't go to war with his fists. Like, and I'm okay with that. Like I don't want him to be that guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
What would this?
We've come to a place where everyone thinks that people want to see them fight. Like I don't want to see. Like I want
to see them fight.
No, I don't want to see everyone fight. There are people who I want to see fight. Athletes.
Who do you
That's who I want to see fight. Athletes.
No, I think you're wrong here, Phil. I think
there's always been like the celebrity boxing. The celebrity boxing people lose their like credibility. Like they get into these celebrity boxing matches and it's like, look what happened to Jose Canseco. The dude got knocked out in like celebrity boxing.
Those guys are athletes.
Yeah, no, but
these are like two just random tech dudes who are just gonna go at each other.
That proves my point even further.
It's going to be Phil. Do you like cat fights?
Gonna be like,
do you like watching like? Remember in high school if there was like two girls fighting? That's good entertainment. You don't have to ask. You don't have to answer the question.
It's gonna be hilarious.
It's good entertainment. You know what else is good that you don't see as much? Two nerds fighting. Nerd fights should be a thing, but it doesn't happen. So if you can put nerd fights on TV, yes, sign me up to watch that. I will absolutely watch that.
You'll pay $100 to watch it.
I will pay the $100 to watch two nerds go. Two of the biggest nerds in the world to go at it. Absolutely.
I don't know.
And I'm not inviting you over either because you don't want to watch it.
That's fine. I will put it in the same vein as Topgolf. There are people who I want to see fight. There are people who I don't want to see fight. This is going to be two dudes completely out of shape. at the water
No,
jug.
these guys are going to be in shape.
No, they're going to be in shape.
No, do you guys remember when Kimbo Slice and Data 5000 fought and there was a near-death experience in the octagon? That is what this is going to be. There is going to be
Neither one of these guys is good enough to kill the other one. Data
5000 or Data 5000 and Kimbo Slice were both like experienced street fighters, and one of the dudes like almost died from just simply exhaustion.
Phill.
Tell me, Jordan.
You actually think neither of these guys work out? I guarantee these guys work out every single day.
See, here's the thing. I'm a fast twitch athlete. I work out all the time. I'm not going to fight someone for 6 minutes.
Phill.
Okay, what if they threw all that money on there?
I probably could get in shape to do it. Like, if you look at me, I have like
These
the
guys
build of
don't
an
work,
MMA
Phill.
fighter.
They don't work anymore. They're multi-billionaires who
I don't
other
know.
people work.
Elon works a lot. Elon, and I don't think Zuckerberg does, but I think Elon is still very much running the helm.
These guys can do whatever the heck they want to get in shape.
I think we should have a Twitter poll on this because I think we'll get some decent traction.
I will make a Twitter poll.
I don't think people want to see this as much as they think they want to see it. I think you're going to go into it and it's going to be a hometown buffet at 10 a.m. That's what it's going to look like.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with that either, Phill.
That's what it's going to be.
Proven.
That's going to be.
I will watch if there are nerds fighting, whether it's LARPing, UFC, whatever, I will watch that.
No, make it more exciting. Yeah, throw a sword in there. I don't know, like give them a LARP, like one of those. What do they have? The LARPing, like the padded.
I'm all for that.
Do you know what
too.
I'm saying?
They'd probably be more mad if they lost in a LARP match than they did in a UFC fight.
Throw a LARPing sword in the octagon and let's see what happens for real. I don't want to see these two guys do MMA.
Can I see you and Trent do MMA fight each other?
That's now we're going back to the athletes. That's two athletes colliding.
See, like I said, no one wants to watch washed up athletes, Jordan. But yeah, honestly, get Phill and some other nerd in town. Absolutely, I'll watch that.
You are so. I had your back right there, and you just turned your back on me. If you really want me to go out, you want to know something funny? When Trent was trying to make weight in high school for high school wrestling, Trent doesn't even remember this. Maybe he was like trying to sweat it out. My brother and I were just basically trying to get him to losing weight. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah.
And we were. It was basically like two hyenas going after like a lion.
I basically looked like Simba just throwing those little hyenas off the couch.
Yeah, right. It was a mall sesh. That's all I have to say. And not the mall where you just shop. MAUL is what I'm talking about.
Okay, Phill, I'll take your word for it.
There was no walk in the mall, is what I'm saying.
Give us a thumbs up if you'd want to watch, Elon fight. See, like
you would. Oh, there's something wrong with you.
No. This is something from the awkward draft. Hopefully this plays. If this doesn't play, we might have to go away from this. But
fairly newer like friendship, like we're both kind of interested. So I went hands on shoulder.
That's the worst part. That's the most awkward part of the whole story right there.
You should just put your hands behind your back.
That is what I did on the way back, Seth. For what it's worth, I was like, that's so weird. I was like, this is so awkward. So on the way back, I went hands on
the
seat.
cha-cha, man.
That was probably the good enough part of the clip, though.
Newer. Yeah, Phill went on a moped ride for a first date and he did not drive. So that's in our awkward draft.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. Looking back on it, I've told that to family members. Like one of my family members heard it on the pod, and then went and told other family members, and have you heard this story? And then I spent probably the next couple of days explaining that story, how it happened, why it happened. I think that's a story that I will pass down to my family. Sometimes you just have to do things that you're like, this is a good story to tell when I'm 33 right now, but when I'm 55, that story will be just as funny. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see here. Some people said some stuff here. I just said, what's your favorite dude moments on Twitter? And, I did this way too late, but Steve said, being on the show was awesome. Also, when Phill just got up and left to take a pee. So that was a good moment.
I'm hydrated. I'm well hydrated.
Yes. And then Cole said,
Swindell.
Cole Granger said, that's tough because my memory has been bad. Just ask my fiance. Best part off the top of my head was y'all shouting out my engagement. That was heartwarming.
Yeah, he still hasn't sent us our invite, number one.
Still
and number two,
yet.
He hasn't sent us the contract to actually do his wedding because we're supposed to be the MCs.
I think so. So anyways, what else do I got in here, Phill, that's worth pulling up
This is pretty recent, but when Seth and I called out Phill for lying about the Costco story.
That's pretty good.
I feel like additional context was needed there because it was like
And then you called us the Ace Ventura pet detective or something
yes,
like
yeah.
that.
The investigative podcast. Yeah, I don't know, Trent. What else? What do you have here? What are you working through? I look like an XL guy? No, I'm a large. I'm a large guy. You know what I'm saying?
Or all larges fit the same. The large from this place shouldn't fit tighter
Hey,
than the large.
Nikes
from that
don't
place.
fit. Nike clothes.
And
are
also,
too tight.
and if you wear slim fit shirts, man, I could go on about that too. But anyhow, just wear standard fit shirts so I could just pick one up. Large.
I think I'm wearing a
throw it up.
slim fit shirt right now.
We know.
Actually, that's a good point and a good segue. My wife just bought me 2 shirts for Father's Day. I look like an XL guy? No, I'm a We're still playing that.
Yeah.
So she just bought me 2 shirts from Father's Day. Nicer shirts. Have you heard of Viore?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They run small. I don't like them.
Have you heard of that brand, Jack? Yeah. Jordan, have you heard of it?
No.
They're kind of on the pricier side, I
Pricey.
think, right? Yeah, they're pricey. So she bought me 2 shirts. Nice little treat. Father's Day.
They don't make 3X either, so you're out of luck.
So I put on the large, and it looked like I was wearing a wetsuit.
Crop top wetsuit or what?
It was exhaustingly tight.
You
And this
better,
goes back
you
to
better
my
extend
diva.
those runs a couple more minutes,
Yeah,
though.
this goes back to my diva. I'm like, I am not a large. I don't know who they're making these shirts for, you know? Like, not everyone in America is 6'3", 150 pounds, you know?
No, you're
like,
right.
make it
You're
for the
right.
average guy. I'm 5'8" on a good day, I would say.
Jack, do you probably wear Rory?
You are not 5'8".
You don't? Okay.
Is it pricey, Jack?
No,
That's
it's
a little
pricey. It's
okay.
pricey. No, it's pricey.
Well, so
Look,
that's a
there's-
nice gift, right?
Their shirts are $54 for a t-shirt.
So I got 2 shirts from them. I was really excited, like nice feeling. They're stretchy, but I put it on and it hugged every curve on my body.
It's like 35.
maybe-
curves.
Which, and I'm like, you
no,
know,
maybe
I'm-
that's what your wife
I'm-
wanted.
I'm moderately fit, you know. I would say like my shoulders are pretty broad for a guy of my build. And these shirts were like, this is the third shirt because I'm going to count those 2 shirts as 2. I also ordered a shirt from Ruka, a button-up shirt. And
Yeah.
we all have a friend here.
Yeah.
Is actually Jack's wrestling coach. Okay. I went up to him and I said, "What size shirt do you wear?" I just ordered these shirts from Ruka, hoping that he was going to say medium. Well, he says large, and he's in much better shape than I am. So my large shirt got to my house. Sure enough, didn't fit. Like, and it was just, I'm
you're
not
definitely-
large.
yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Yeah, you're an XL.
Maybe
We
I
know
am. Yeah,
you're an
You need to
XL.
come to the realization that you are an XL, not a large.
Yeah, but my height to weight ratio, man, I don't get it. Like, I'm
What size shirt did you wear in high school? Medium?
medium. I wore a medium through high school into college. And then as I got married, I liked getting a large because it was baggier, and then I would dry it and it would fit a little bit.
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
that's my biggest pet peeve is these shirts that are cotton and they shrink.
So now
It's
I have to
absolutely
go.
worse,
I
yeah.
almost have, and the problem is too, if I'm wearing an XL, I might as well like you. It's hard. I also like wearing some styled shorts. Like I wear above the knee shorts, but if I'm wearing a double X shirt, you know that the
What's up
basically
with the above the knee shorts? Like, why do people like that so much? I like at the knee.
I think it just in case I have to run, just add like
These Under Armour shorts are extremely comfortable. They're at the knee. They aren't
unless I
above
have
the
to
knee.
throw like a high kick or something. Like I have the. I don't know.
Trent, some people the above the knee shorts aren't meant for. You might be one of those
Yeah,
guys.
do you wear above the knee?
These ones are above the knee.
I would argue
Yeah.
that you aren't
They're
made for
not-
those
yeah.
either. Like, know your place. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know if that's a know your place. I think that's like know your like take a look in the mirror before you go. You know what I'm saying? I think above.
but I'm
so-
also like, I don't like the baggy like early 2000s that like went to your calves either, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
but
like
I've
I don't
also
want to wear
seen you wear
capri.
those.
I don't want to wear capris either.
Yeah. As I've become more of an adult, I think I lean more jeans. Like I'm wearing shorts right now because it's more
Yeah,
lounge
speaking
wear.
of jeans, you wore jeans as a golf. You look like a knucklehead out there.
No,
people
no,
thought you were a landscaper.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We were playing in the Sahara. We were playing in the freaking Sahara. I might as well have worn like one of those. I don't know what are those full body suits.
Ghillie suit? Like,
No,
what are you talking about?
everyone on that
A romper? Yeah,
Everyone-
you might as well wear a romper. That made more sense.
Everyone on that golf course was wearing jeans except for the 3 dummies that I golf with.
That's not true.
We have a picture. We have not of us 3. If you take a picture of the group, everyone was wearing jeans except for my group. We were playing in a disked field. I'm not Trent.
It was scraped. No, it was scraped.
Trent
it was
poured
scraped, so
sand.
smooth.
Trent poured dirt out of his shoes
today, Junior.
Trent poured dirt out of his. You're stupid. Trent poured dirt out of his shoes. That's how bad it was. So, I'm not going to apologize for wearing jeans. If you want to chirp at me on Twitter for wearing jeans, you know what? I'm not going to say what I want to say here. But I will wear jeans.
Hey, episode 200, man. Don't hold back.
I will wear jeans when I want to wear jeans. Don't tell me anything about it. That's all I have to say.
That was very anticlimactic.
I really got myself worked up because there was something I was going to say, and then I was like, it's the better part of me that's not going to say
all of Phil's shorts were in the wash, and his Ferraris were way too short, so he had to wear jeans. That's really what happened.
No, here's the problem.
Ferrari's a terrible name.
You're uncultured. So yeah,
Ferrari. What's Ferrari mean? Like,
look
that's not like whippy, like something fast. Like, it should be one syllable.
Viori.
Like, you know what I mean? This is taking way too long. Just agree, it's a horrible
mountain
name.
and Finnish.
Finnish would be a better name.
Yeah, the problem is that they don't make clothes for men shaped like mountains. Like, I'm a thick dude.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
They make slender shirts. If that's going to be your name,
Phil,
make it for
you have the
class.
body for walking downhill.
Yeah, no, don't put me in the same category as you.
Yeah, you obviously aren't a mountain guy. You can't even drive 10 minutes into the foothills without having to pull over.
Don't make me pull up your ankle incident in the mountains. Let's just move on.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what else to go with this. Phil, do you want to apologize for ditching the pod? 5 minutes before we hit record last week. That's kind of a memorable
No, like
moment.
I said, I don't apologize to anyone. I do what I want.
All right, Gene boy.
Should we break it to Phil that we're firing him for that offense last week?
Yeah.
Oh, this is also my last pod. Nothing would put me farther in my career than getting off this pod. I've invested more time in it with less ROI coming from this thing than ultimately anything else in my life. I'm not going to say it.
No, this is by far not the biggest waste of time of your life. Here's the biggest waste
out
of
with
time.
you 9 times out of 10.
Here's the biggest waste of time of your life. You go for a run every lunch and can't even wear the clothes you want. You're over here golfing in jeans because of your self-image worries. It's like, come on, man.
Both of you are about to get it. I'm going to hold it in. I'm going to hold it in. That was actually pretty funny.
I don't know.
Do we have you?
You want me to just try another one here? What else do we got here?
You're on that iPad all day, every day. It's a shocker that you don't know how to use it.
I don't ever get on iPad. Yeah, tinfoil. What else?
I also have a problem with reheating mashed potatoes in the microwave. I think that's gross.
That's bad. Like that's like the
How you
where
supposed
else do you heat it up?
Stove. A little butter and some extra milk, and you whip it up. Sometimes it gets even creamier than what it was.
It sounds like
initially.
you're just trying to make more mashed potatoes.
Yeah, just enjoy your boring life, Jordan. You're not going to enjoy the flavor that I get.
You know what it is,
after
Phil?
each meal when I
Here's the thing,
recook
Phil.
it.
I'm an actual guy who likes to watch sports. And so, instead of being like, I'm going to spend 45 minutes reheating the food that was cooked last night, I'm just going to throw in the microwave for a minute and then go sit down and eat it while I watch the football game. You are literally spending 45 minutes reheating leftovers.
No, it's less than that. It's way less. No, you've never taken a step out of your comfortable little bubble, Jordan, and just realize that what I'm describing here will take you to the next step in like life. You have enjoyment of food, whereas you're okay with the subpar. I'm not. I'm exceptional.
I don't think
that's what I require of the people around me.
This is
And obviously, that as a coach, I would think you would understand that, but this is like
next level bad take from Phill. Like,
of all the clips you pulled up, that was the longest and probably the
And
least
for
funny.
whatever reason, it worked though.
Yes.
That got us. We're an air fryer pod. We barbecue, but yeah, Jordan's now since then come on the air fryer, side, and you're a big air fryer guy now, right?
yeah, but I still don't use it really to reheat stuff. Really, I use it more for cooking.
Actually, cooking, not reheating.
Yeah.
Oh, on the air fryer,
It's good for reheating
Yeah.
chicken,
like fried chicken.
chicken thighs, chicken.
Oh, really? You do that in
Yeah.
there? Does it crisp it up a little bit? Is there a couple different modes? I'd imagine. I'm not an air fryer guy.
you got to get on that lifestyle, especially with how anti
Do you
microwave you are. You
Yeah,
should
I'm
be an
still
air fryer guy.
anti-microwave. I think the boldest thing in all of that though is Seth's voice change at the very beginning.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I wasn't even sure if I was in the same room with the right guy. I was like, what is going on
Yeah,
here?
that was it was so I don't have enough voice deals of Seth. There was the time that Jordan said Toys R Us, and said Toys R Us.
Toys R
that
Us,
was a good
yes.
One. There's been some good drafts. Yeah, so all been fun. It's been fun. 200 episodes.
One thing that we used to do a while ago, and my bedside bet segment. You guys remember those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were good. We need to bring those back actually.
Those weren't bad. I don't know why we gave him the name Bedside Bets.
I don't
though.
know either. Why.
Because Jordan would like wake up in the middle, right before church and get all his bets.
Oh, that's
in.
why you came up with that?
Yeah. We also had What You Smoking. That was a good
We
segment.
still kind of do that. We have the Saturdays for the smoker deal, but maybe What's Your Smoke? I have so many meat picks right now I need to post on Twitter. Like Phil's been sending me meat. My cousin, like I got to post that stuff. Like
you have to
I'm
keep
getting it
up.
banked up though for a rainy day.
Keep storing those meat picks, Trent.
You guys are freaks. Let me put something else in there.
You got an extra gallery on your photos.
Still that text message.
Well, this is when we were virtual.
Yeah, I can't get
The virtual time.
We've been growing, and as
Yikes.
Yeah, so yeah, the virtual wasn't bad.
I was we did that.
Had
what,
we thought
6
ahead, we would have
months?
just saved
6
all
to
of
8
these as
months?
stories, and then we would have been playing from there. But
Yeah, that would have been a good idea to just story it all, then go back.
yeah,
What were you saying, Jordan? Yeah, we probably did it 6 months, and then didn't seem like it was lining up quite as good. The audio wasn't as good. It's kind of fun getting together, as much as Phil hates it. And Phil used to go to the bathroom way more when we were virtual.
That's
don't
also
thi- is
true.
that true, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
I
get
had
up
the
all of a
comfort of my
sudden.
own home.
Yeah.
We were also going at like 6 a.m. So when you have coffee, when you're drinking coffee during a pod, I can't believe we'd wake up at 6 a.m.
We do in person.
I'd start my
remember
day with you, Yahoo.
We were doing
that's probably the worst.
We were doing
decision I
in
made.
person at 6 a.m. on Monday mornings.
But it wasn't hot. Like, it's starting to get a little steamy in here. We're still the hottest pod in America till we get...
Did we do it in person early?
Uh-huh, we did,
Mhm.
yeah.
We, for some reason, went like, I think it was the summer. We just started going virtual. And we did virtual for like 8 months.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. I wouldn't want to do that now. I also have a newborn, so I'm not getting much
Yeah, we
sleep.
went from a couch to the garage to now the new studio, which will be done
When's
soon.
the studio coming in?
Hopefully the next week or so. We'll see. We'll see. So
The outside looks decent.
it'll be here by episode 300. I can promise you that.
Prayers
I
up.
don't know if you make promises like that, Trent.
Episode 300. Yeah. I don't know, 100
How
episodes.
long it took us 2 years to get to 200?
Took us 2 years, but we're going faster. We're doing 3 episodes a week during the season. 2 episodes. We used to only do one. Yeah.
Are we counting the drafts as
We're
a full
counting the
episode?
drafts, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we caught up there. I don't know. Is there anything else you kind of want to say? And Phil, anything you're thankful for about this pod? What has this pod brought you to? You know, it's got you some new free underwear. Other than that,
That actually probably is the top thing that I'm thankful for. Those
It's definitely
underwears,
up there.
It saved me some money. They're enjoyable. I get to hype them, tell everyone about them. They're nice. You know, I think that's they're good for my runs. I know we were talking about my runs. I'm talking about like running on the sidewalk there down 3 miles.
they fit better than Verori, or do they fit tight? Like, does Verori fit tight like the Manscaped boxers?
No, Viore was. Here's the thing. I don't want to go bad on Viore because the shirts were nice. I think I gotta the size up.
Phil's just loved all the free stuff he's gotten.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are
Dude.
Father's Day, but
The
I guess they were free.
the underdog cash you got, that was way
Underdog
more
cash,
than your
yeah.
wife was ever gonna let you
I was
deposit on.
gonna
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up, you know, the old sponsor where Phil didn't put enough money to get the free money.
Yeah, that's a good
No,
one.
I did put enough money.
No, you didn't.
No, the
No.
one that made me
No,
the most
it was
mad.
match $100. I'm not going to throw $100.
No,
in a gambling app.
no. This was a share when Jordan
Oh.
sent you his code.
No, this,
The $20, the $20 one. Yes, yeah.
That's a good
Actually,
one.
that was a slight. It was a purposeful slight.
I text
No, it
Phil.
was, there's no way
Yes,
you're
it
that
was.
smart. You're
Yes,
not
it
that
was.
smart. No, you
Yes,
aren't.
it was.
That's so
That-
dumb.
that
It was
was a
a
good one.
purposeful slight. I think it was you give me 20. I needed to put 20 in.
You
right?
had to deposit $20. Now I got a free $20,
and I didn't.
and
do
you
it.
deposited
I
$5.
I think I did 5 or 10.
You did
yeah.
$5.
No, he did 5. Yeah, he did enough to do the draft that week, but I think that kind of does it, guys.
I
don't know
actually
if
love that. I'm so glad that I did that.
That made me so mad. I was so mad.
that was so dumb.
I think isn't that when I said that we should call the gambling helpline for you?
yes, yeah. So, all right, guys. Hey, I think that does it. We'll have a draft for you this week. I don't
Yep.
know if Seth's going to be there, but Yeah, thanks for tuning in for the first 200, and we'll see you on the next 200, I guess. Do you want to do a 2-year 200 contract right now, Phil? Another 200?
Sign it.
Sign
the contract.
Who knows? Signed and delivered. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Remember, hey, don't be rude. Share the dudes. Really helps us out. Give us a 5-star rating and review. But the best thing you can do is just share this with a friend if you appreciate it. So, anyways, as always, take care.
This has been another episode of the Fantasy Football Dudes podcast. Remember to rate, review, and follow. For more information, go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com. And remember, we are sorry for absolutely nothing.